Hi, this is Jasmine, and this is Crazy Cat Tarot.
I know just what you need in. You want something to believe in. Looking for a deeper meaning. Maybe I've got what you're seeking. Take a bath, it's the weekend. Listen up, don't be freaking. Can't you tell that I'm peeking? Come and swim in the deep end.
What kind of a lover are you? Hello and welcome to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. And if it's your first time here, please come and subscribe to our Crazy Cat family. And when you've finished looking at the cats and found one that resonates with you, find your timestamp down below and let's unravel together what kind of a lover you are. And at the end, we're going to pull what your type is and an angel number. So let's spill all the tea together. Group 1, hello and welcome to your reading today. So if you chose the ginger orange cat, you are here in the right place. Let's take a closer look and let's see what the orange cat shall reveal. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to get a quick Frida Kahlo quote just to represent what Group 1 is like as a lover. So let's tap in the energy and let's spray a bit of love spray. And may we all be blessed here today. Let's find a quote for group number 1. Okay, on life, but what about it? Tragedy is the most ridiculous thing. I hope the exit is joyful, and I hope never to come back. Okay. So right away, what I'm getting group number 1 is that you're not the type to be down for long. Even when you get knocked down in love, you're not the type to let any tragedy make you turn your back on love. You know it's just time to move on once one thing doesn't work out. Yeah, I feel like you're very positive in regards to love, and you're very in tune with what you want and with your own wants, thoughts, desires. And you won't let a bit of heartbreak or a bit of tragedy stop you. You still have a lot of love to do and a lot of love to give. And nothing is going to stop you. Not even heartbreak of the past. I hope the exit is joyful and I hope never to come back. Yeah, I don't see you the type as to keep coming back or chasing the same thing. I feel like if one thing doesn't work out, you're on to the next one. Yeah, you're very flexible and you're not willing to compromise, especially not when it comes to what you want. Yeah, I feel like you're very secure in who you are as a person, group number 1. Whoosh! And the light just fell. That was noisy, sorry. Oh, mic drop moment. Yeah, you are very secure. And, nothing can get in your way. Not even unexpected surprises or unexpected inconveniences. Yeah, you still get on with it. So, let's get on with it, group number 1. We don't let nothing hold us back. I want to hold these cards so it doesn't look too messy. Yeah. Okay, so the first card you pulled is intuition. So to me, you're a very intuitive lover. I don't think you're spontaneous in the sense that you will just do things without thinking it through. Yeah, it all has to start in the mind before it even goes into your heart. Yeah, I feel like you're the type to trust your head over your heart. This could be due to experience. Your intuition has taught you that sometimes you are better off trusting your intuition, your instincts over your heart. Or, yeah, you don't make excuses for people and you don't come back once they've showed their true colours. You know, and once you know that, you carry on with what your plan was to begin with. Yeah, I don't feel like you let love get in the way of your plans regardless. We have safety and comfort. Yeah, so I feel like you know when something feels right. When it feels like home, you know that this is something worth investing in. But it's all about your intuition, because it's your mind, your vibes, everything you pick up on that tells you if someone is a safe person or not. And I feel like once they pass the vibe check, the intuition check, then that's when you feel comfortable moving on to the next level. But until then, until you get a direct answer from your own intuition, you like to keep yourself to yourself. You will never compromise your own safety or your own goals, group number 1. I love you. And the picture is of a guy with a ring. So to me, I feel like when you're in love, you're the type to make big gestures. You're the type to let them know how much you love them. Yeah. And if you're a feminine, I still feel like you're the type to be very thoughtful when it comes to your gift giving. And if you're a masculine, you're the type that knows you have to make these big gestures, make the grand gestures. Because if these gestures don't show how much you feel on the inside, yeah, you're the type to make grand gestures. I feel like when you love someone, you just want to show them how much you feel on the inside by showing them on the outside. This could be by gift giving. Your love language could be in terms of giving gifts and being thoughtful for the ones you love. Okay? Queen rising, stepping into power, praised, coming up, spotlight. Okay, so group number 1, what this is telling me is you are the type to put your own dreams, your own needs first. You've learned from the past, maybe before you ignored your intuition and got your heart broken. I feel like you learned from this, took it on with you in your journey. And even when you felt like you fell from power, you rose again into that queen/king energy, stepping into power. Yeah, I think it took you a while to fully, completely commit to your own intuition. But once you did, you can sit back, you can relax, because you know your intuition will never lie to you, even if everyone else does. Yeah, and I feel like this is a very attractive thing about you. This is what attracts people to you in the first place. Your confidence, your unwillingness to compromise. You know who and what you are and what you're here to do. And if your lover isn't here to have your back, then you're going to show them your back. Yeah, but if they decide that they want to come and help you with your kingdom, then I feel like you will be full of praise, full of grand gestures in order to show them how much you appreciate it. Coming up and spotlight. If you're starting any new projects, group number 1, I feel like these are going to be successful. I feel like something about you or your personality or what you do is going to be shown to the world, recognized and praised. If this is in regards to career, if you are thinking about doing something or pondering over a new idea, the answer is do it. If this is in regards to love, I feel like love is coming up under the spotlight, under the microscope very soon. If you're single, I do see a deep commitment coming in. And if you have someone in the picture already, and they're kind of just in the picture, but not necessarily in the family tree yet, I do see a spotlight being shone on your relationship, on commitments, not only to yourself, but to your love life. Yeah, and I just feel like you want that energy matched. So if someone isn't in that same king/queen energy, you don't want them. You've got a kingdom to run. You need someone who matches your energy, not a court jester, group number 1. 4 of Swords, recuperation. Yeah, maybe in the past you've had to recover from some jesters of the past. People who came in with dishonest intentions, or people who came in out for themselves. And if anything, the past has taught you that even though people are like that, you can be like that without being selfish about it. I don't think you're selfish with your love. You're just choosy with your love. Because, you know, some people are out for their own selfish reasons. Some people are just out to take other people's power because they don't feel powerful enough as they are. Yeah, I feel like you are okay at being alone. You're great at being independent. You're very wise. And if you're in a stage of not trusting people because of a past heartbreak, I see you recuperating and healing from that in order to really be ready for the next stage of your journey. Yeah, maybe you feel like when it comes to love, you've fallen on your face before, but you always get right back up again. Yeah, I'm getting that song, Aaliyah. If at first you don't succeed, get yourself up and try again. You can get up and try again. Or whatever the lyrics are. But yeah, if at first you don't succeed, you don't let it knock you down, because you get right back up and you try again. You can get up and try again. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I feel like this is just your vibe when it comes to love. You don't let any downfalls, any heartbreaks hold you back. Yeah, this cat isn't covering his heart chakra. His arms are open above his head, ready to receive love, but confident to receive love, because he doesn't need someone to come in and love him in order to feel worthy. He already feels worthy. He knows he's worthy. So he's just waiting for another worthy energy to come and join and match energies. Yeah, I feel like this is the sort of vibe that you're in, group number 1. Yeah, you have healed, you've fallen, but you've got right back up, and that has made you much better, much more experienced, stronger, better, faster, harder, better, faster, stronger. Yeah. So work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. Yeah, I feel like you're a very dominant leader when it comes to role play, especially with love. You don't like to be bossed around, you like to be the boss. Fox spirit, think on your feet. Ooh, yeah, because this cat looks quite foxy actually. And thinking on your feet is literally just about trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition. And you are not afraid to trust these things, because the past has taught you that you can trust yourself before you can trust anyone else. Yeah, so maybe you are still a bit cautious when it comes to love and thinking on your feet. Maybe it's you feel like there's a lot of prey around and you need to be very swift when it comes to your mate. Yeah, maybe you feel like all the good ones are gone. But I feel like the good ones, the people who actually do match our energy, they're just hiding in the bushes. They're just hiding in the dark, in the bushes. And maybe if you have been hiding away in some way, shape or form, this is telling me that you might actually meet a like-minded individual. Yeah, and it's worth the wait, because all these lessons that you had to learn before you can go and have your happy ever after. You need to make the mistakes. You need to learn the lessons. You need to learn to think on your feet in order to trust your intuition. Thinking on your feet, it's, no time to think, just snap like that. And that's how quickly you trust yourself. If your intuition tells you something, boom, that's it. No room for questions. Okay, so we have the 4th chakra, heart chakra, compassion and forgiveness. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past. And I do not give my power away to those involved. Yeah, you've stepped into your queen power, and no one is going to take that from you, ever. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past. And I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. Yeah, but even your responses to conflict have evolved over time because you learned to be wiser, stronger, better, or harder, better, faster, stronger. You've learned all these things. I am compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. Yeah, so if you do have any fruitful ideas at this time, especially in regards to being of service, showing off your skills to people or helping people with your particular skills, this is a good time to invest in that, to take that energy and really elevate. You are already in a king/queen energy, but that can be elevated even higher. Yeah, and I'm getting that song Higher Love by Kygo. Bring me a higher love. Well, it's by Whitney Houston, but I like that remix. It's kind of very happy, uplifting. Yeah, so a higher love. You're ready for a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Maybe that's what you're asking the universe. You could also enjoy getting high, and maybe that is something that really helps get you into your feels. Yeah, because even kings and queens have their vices. Isn't that right, group number 1? So the sacral chakra, second chakra, reward myself. I know that I'm truly worthy and deserve to receive the good things in life. And I give myself permission to have them. Ooh, so you just have to give yourself permission for this higher love, permission to achieve anything you want. I feel like you're very independent, a great manifester, but maybe that self-belief just needs a little more work. You have to give yourself permission to receive. You're ready. Yeah. It is time to enjoy the fruits of my labors. Yeah, so anything you're growing is going to be fruitful, whether this is in regards to your home life, your work life, or all of the above. I feel like things are going to be very fruitful for you. I aim to incorporate and embrace fun and joy in my life. I realize that all work and no play is a recipe for energy flow disruption and exhaustion. I allow myself to experience and receive more pleasure in my life, and I am flexible and open to change. Ooh, you're very flexible and open to change. Yeah, but maybe if you've been feeling a little bit low of energy lately, it's about really just allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to not be working so hard or not be so stressed about things. If you are a perfectionist, if you are the creative type, sometimes you need to just step back and enjoy what you've created instead of looking at everything critically and saying, oh, I could have done that better. And in regards to love, maybe not being so critical of yourself or love. You could be a perfectionist. You just want everything to be perfect and beautiful. But maybe that could have stopped you in the past from really enjoying things that were beautiful. There's no such thing as perfect, group number 1. But if there was, I think you would really be, I think you could be the definition. Yeah, you're aiming for perfection. And maybe the lack of perfection in the past has brought you down and made you feel sad. But I don't see that anything keeps you down. So no matter what happens, you know who and what you are. And even if one love doesn't work out, on to the next one. Thank you. Next. I am heard. Yeah, so I do feel like when it comes to your love, you just want your voice, your opinion, your authority to be respected. Yeah, that just got a bit shaky. Yeah, I feel like when you feel like you're not being listened to, you're not being heard, you feel like you're being talked over, disrespected, that really just makes you feel shaky. I feel like it makes you really feel anxious. And maybe this in the past, if you've had this in your relationships, whether that be in love, whether that be in family, friends, people who don't make you feel respected and heard, that maybe is what made you hide away or shut yourself off sometimes. And that was needed in order to really get in touch with your own intuition. You are your own guide through this life. Of course, we do have spirit guides and God is watching us and our loved ones are guiding us. But when it comes to love, you're on your own. There's no rescue squad. And I think you've realized from experience and wisdom, you're your own rescue squad. And look, your hands are open and ready to receive what the universe is bringing you. But it's also ready to hold any weight of responsibilities. Yeah, you're not afraid of a bit of hard work. You just want to know that before you commit, you have a worthy business partner. So this could be in regards to business, but, you know, a good partner in crime, one you can trust. Yeah, you and your future are a very sacred thing to behold. So I know that you will not just accept any old stray or predator that comes lurking in your bush. You'll be giving them a real, you'll be questioning them and making sure that they are the right fit for your kingdom. Yeah, I feel like you know how important you are and how loved you are. But by yourself, that's the biggest lesson you had to learn. You have to love yourself and cherish yourself. And if someone else comes and can see what you see, then that's brilliant. But if they can't, you'd rather stay single than compromise, group number 1. And that is total king and queen energy right there. And that is a very powerful way of thinking. Okay, 2 fell out and 4. So let's see what we have. Let's do it this way. 5, 4, 4. So let's get your type, and then we will do the angel number. So the King of Cups, support yourself before you can support others. Yeah, this is what this whole reading has been about. Group number 1, you are the King of Cups. You're in that King Queen energy. And if you have no King or Queen counterpart to fill your cups, well, you fill your own cups. Yeah, you're still on the throne even without someone by your side. But if you are manifesting a partner and someone to match this energy, it's going to be worth the wait. Believe you me. Wisdom, fierce nature with a calm exterior. Yeah, so you're very silently powerful and authoritative. But I feel like you don't want someone who can't hold their own. You need someone who can, even if it comes to a battle, that can hold their own in a battle. You're very good at getting your point across. But you don't want it to be too easy. You want a bit of a challenge intellectually, group 1. Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is a divine counterpart union. Yes. Be open to receive the healing and nurturing you need. Yeah, you are open and you are ready. And it's coming your way. So if you are in a relationship, this is a brilliant sign that this is the right relationship, the King to the Queen of Cups. If you are single and independent, take as it resonates whether you are this King or Queen of Cups. But just know that your divine counterpart is coming your way. You'll know when you meet them because you'll just feel it instantly. Your intuition will tell you, yeah, this is the King to my Queen, or vice versa. And the Emperor. Own your space with confidence. War, conquest, victory, divine masculine, structure, control. Oh la la, this is such a beautiful independent energy. Yeah, so I think your type is someone who is strong, secure, and someone who is a divine masculine. Yeah, you like the strong, silent types who can start a war if they need to, but they're wise enough not to. Yeah, so you want someone who is spiritually developed, but also able to be independent, to look after themselves, to hold their own when it comes to a battle. Because they are not dealing with no peasant here. They are dealing with a queen/king. So you need someone who is strong enough, someone who can handle you, because you're a lot to handle. You might be small, but you're very mighty. So yeah, I feel like your type is also, like you, the strong, independent, and wise type. I feel like they need to be somewhat spiritually awakened, understand feelings and emotions and how they flow in order to keep it flowing. Yeah, because you want the waters, the cups flowing through your kingdom to be harmonious. Yeah, so that is your type. Strong, secure, independent, fiery and passionate, but not unnecessarily. I feel like you and this divine counterpart might be very powerful, but maybe yous keep that for each other in the bedroom. Yeah, you don't feel the need to be alpha and overt, pushing how great and independent you are. You don't want someone who comes across as a show-off, because that's ingenuine. There's no need to show off when it's just right. When it feels like home, why do we need to convince everyone else that our home is the best place? No, I see you just enjoying it when it comes. If it doesn't come and you feel like, it's fine, I'm just enjoying my own company, that is the right headspace to be in and the right heart space to be in. Because the thing is, you are fine by yourself. You know there's no rescue squad. You're in the process of rescuing and healing yourself, but you are open to receiving whatever gets sent your way. And I feel like there are lots of gifts coming your way. And maybe with this fox spirit, think on your feet, it might come unexpectedly. Yeah, like an unexpected proposal. So literally this could be an unexpected proposal, group number 1, or this could be a new energy, a new matching energy in your life. And this unexpected proposal could be just asking you out on a date or for a coffee. And the fox spirit, think on your feet. Maybe you don't really have much time to think of excuses. And that's the thing. Once you stop making excuses and you realize, you know what, these are gifts being given to me. So maybe I need to stop resisting and start accepting. Yeah, and I see you doing just that, group number 1, and you will not regret. You are a force to be reckoned with, and you just need someone who can handle all of that power. So I feel like if you don't have that divine counterpart already, they're coming. I am heard, listen. Maybe you will hear from someone. Someone will give you an unexpected offer. And if you still have some healing to do, that's fine, because I feel like you are in the divine process and you have nothing to worry about. Your heart is secure, just like you. So thank you for being here with me today. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see below. So God bless, and I hope to see you again very soon, group number 1. Bye. Group 2, hello and welcome to your reading here today. So if you chose the white cat with the orange ear and, you know, he has a few black patches and look, a little bit of ginger on his tail. So yeah, I feel like you're quite a playful, fun energy. Yeah, unexpected. There's always more mysteries to unravel. Yeah, I'm thinking of that song. If you like it from the front, you should see it from the back. Yeah, so maybe you've got a great booty. Yeah, what's that song? Juicy by Doja Cat. So maybe you've got a juicy booty, or you're just very juicy when it comes to love. Maybe you've got a juicy love story. So the story card I pulled for you was gratitude, group number 2. So I feel like you are the type that when anything nice is done for you, you like to let people know how happy it makes you, how it makes you feel. You like to make people feel appreciated, but in turn to you, that is the most important thing too. You want to feel appreciated. You want to feel like all of your effort isn't going to waste, or you want to feel like what you're giving in is what you're getting back. And maybe that this gratitude is something you've had to work on, because maybe it took having some bad experiences to realize that when you've got the good stuff, you have to be grateful for it, because it's not every day we feel cherished and loved. So I feel like when you do feel cherished and loved by anyone, whether this is friends, family, or lovers, I feel like that's why you put such thought into it, and you like to let people know really how much it means to you, because really it does mean a lot to you. And a lot of people are very ungrateful, and I don't feel like you're one of those people, group number 2. So we have unfinished business, unresolved situation. Now I don't really think YouTube is gonna like that picture, but hopefully it won't cause any problems. Okay, this could be a problematic unresolved situation, or this unresolved situation could have caused problems in your love life, problems in your heart chakra, and maybe even problems with your gratitude. Maybe when it comes to a situation from the past, or something that's still ongoing but not fully clear, or, you know, the solution hasn't been found. Yeah, maybe the solution is gratitude, but some sort of situation has caused you to question what you're grateful for. Yeah, maybe you feel like you're being taken for granted in a love situation, group number 2. We have firestorm, karma drama, endings lost, mental breakdown. Okay, So this could be a love from the past that ended in destruction, fire. Yeah, I feel like you're a very passionate and playful lover, yes, but sometimes that fire can burn bridges and destroy houses. Yeah, burn bridges. So I feel like something happened in the past when it comes to love that made you burn your bridges with someone, even made you burn your bridges with love. Yeah, or maybe some sort of unfinished business or unresolved situation caused a stir and caused a lot of fiery tempers, a lot of drama and karma. Okay, so tread with caution is what I'm hearing. So maybe that's the type that you are. When it comes to love, you tread with caution, but you could also be playful and bold. So maybe you're not afraid to play with fire, group number 2. But I do feel like you're such a loving, grateful energy that the risk is getting burnt. But maybe it's a risk you're willing to take when it comes to love. Yeah, I feel like you feel like if it's not passionate, you don't want it. If the fire's not there, well then, what are we here for? Yeah. We have a love triangle, third party, multiple lovers, choices. Okay, now don't panic. If you're in a relationship, okay, right now, this relationship could have started in an unconventional type of way. Or maybe you and someone else got together while another thing was ending. This could be on both your parts, one of your parts, but regardless, triangle is here when something new is starting, but maybe something old is still unresolved. Okay, this could be an old situation that is unresolved. I'm getting a bit tongue-tied here. Maybe there was lies, there was omissions. And if this wasn't a full-on love triangle or cheating situation, I still feel like people maybe could have taken it that way. Maybe people looked at you at one point as a homewrecker, group number 2, or maybe there was someone interfering, a third party interfering with your relationship that you view as a homewrecker. Yeah, and maybe it did cause a lot of mental anguish and pain, either for you, for your partner, or for this third party situation. Multiple lovers. To me, maybe you are the bold, playful type, spontaneous. That maybe sexually you are very adventurous and experimental. And maybe when it comes to the bedroom, you are willing to bring more parties into it. But I feel like unless you feel truly cherished and appreciated, I don't see you really bringing this side out. Yeah, you have to really be trusted by you, group number 2, to know all of your juicy secrets. But yeah, you're a very juicy energy and you are a very attractive energy. So I do see any lover of yours being very excited about what's coming next. Yeah, because you're just such an exciting lover. Yeah, or maybe you could get excitement by doing things you're not supposed to, or maybe this could be just a role play sort of thing. You're very experimental with role play. Just to keep it fresh. You don't like things going stale. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Destiny. Yeah, so what's her name? Tai Chi? I'm not sure. Tai Chi, is that a form of meditation or karate or something? Okay, maybe you're getting active, physical right now. Let's get physical. That's what I'm hearing. And sometimes when I'm trying to get myself in the mood to do tarot readings or, you know, to just get relaxed, it comes into my head, let's get spiritual. So maybe you're getting physical and spiritual at the same time. Yeah, I'm getting tantric sex vibes here. Maybe with the role play, you like to bring blindfolds into the equation. Yeah, and I feel like with this zodiac wheel here, you are the type that is into star signs, faith, yeah, destiny. You have blind faith when it comes to love. You just know that it's going to work out because you say to yourself, well, how could it not? I'm fabulous. I have everything going for me. I'm unexpected. I'm mysterious. Maybe this is something you do on purpose because you don't want to reveal too much or you will be left with nothing. So yeah, you always kind of hold a back bit, or hold a back bit? Hold a little bit of yourself back, group number 2. And this is why your lovers feel like it's such an unexpected energy. They just need to keep on unraveling you and learning about you. There's layers to you, and you don't let them know straight away all of your excitement. Yeah, you feel like they have to be worthy enough to get to know every side of you. Yeah, you kind of have not a mask, but your way of being. You're playful, you're cheeky, you're flirty, you're even a little bit juicy. But when people are trying to discover more just about how juicy you are, especially in the bedroom, I feel like they have to be a very trusted and loyal companion for you to even bring them there in the first place. Yeah, so this, if this is not your loyal companion, if this is someone else's, I was going to say loyal companion, if this is someone else's companion, they're not a loyal companion. So if you are in a third party situation, just remember that if you want gratitude, if you want to be cherished, that you probably won't, I mean, people's past can say a lot about them. So if someone is promising you, I'm going to love you, I'm going to cherish you, while they're still with someone else and not loving and cherishing them, it's like a pattern. And, you know, this is like the oldest story of all time. People promise, oh yeah, well, you're different. It's different with you. Maybe someone is telling you it's different with you. But the reality is, if people can't appreciate the relationship they're in and they're always looking for something else, when they get that something else that they want, when it stops being a mystery, then old habits die hard. If it's their pattern, if it's something to do with how they view themselves, it doesn't matter who they're with, how beautiful, fabulous, amazing they are. If someone has these deep wounds that they're not willing to fix, then they're not going to be a loyal partner to anyone, because even if they're not out physically playing around, spiritually, they're not grounded enough. Spiritually, they're all over the place. Messy. If someone's messy, just know that when they bring that energy into your home, into your heart, it could get messy. You play with fire, you could get burnt. It is all part and parcel of the excitement. Yeah, the numbers 19, 20, 21 could be significant for you, group number 2. But yeah, I got drawn to the 69 here. So maybe that is a speciality of yours. But it's a party trick you don't take out unless they're invited to the party. Maybe it's like VIP invites. You have to deem someone as a very important person for them to be invited into your life, into your heart. Yeah. You could be connecting with a very important person, group 2. It could be you, and that's why you have to be very discerning about who you share your time and your energy with. Yeah, because you're a VIP. You can't just go wasting your energy. The Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. Yeah, you're a lot of fun. You're so exciting. You're so juicy. I mean, this is anything but boring. The kind of lover you are, group number 2, is anything but boring. Anything but typical. You can knock it out of the ballpark. Yeah. Very anything but normal, anything but boring. You are full of mysteries and full of excitement. And I feel like your lovers, it just keeps them excited. It keeps them hanging on. Because you just bring such excitement. They want to know more. Yeah, I'm thinking of, give me more. Give me more. Yeah, I feel like you're a very sexy lover and you just leave everyone wanting more, asking you to give you more. And another song that came to me was that song, 'Cause you don't really love me, you just keep me hanging on. Yeah, Keep Me Hanging On by Kim Wilde. Maybe someone is keeping you hanging on and leaving you wanting more, or you could be keeping someone else hanging on, leaving them wanting more because you're still undecided. Maybe it could be because you have a situation that's unresolved. If you have started a new one, maybe that's why you can't fully give it all. You feel like you'll be left with nothing, first of all, if you reveal everything. But maybe there is something that hasn't fully ended. Yeah. So maybe you're still hanging on to a lover. A lover is still hanging on to you, or this could be exes hanging on even after new things have started. So that's how things get messy. Wires get tripped, and that's when it gets all fiery, and maybe karma and drama definitely could come to the forefront. Okay, so maybe your love life has been dramatic, group number 2. 4th chakra, heart chakra, generosity. Generosity is sharing. I give myself freely and I'm open to opportunities to do so. I do this because I can, and I expect nothing in return. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. Through love, I have a positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transformation of both myself and others. Yeah, so I feel like you just need to be a little bit more open to sharing yourself. Yeah, maybe you struggle to share your vulnerabilities with your partners because you feel like it will be exploited or used against you. Or maybe you do find it hard to trust. Maybe because you just know what I was going to say just what people are like. Yeah, so maybe that's led you to be more fun, daring, and exciting. Maybe trust hasn't been the forefront. It's been more about fun. But I simply think it's because fun is a lot easier to acquire than trust. Yeah. Oh, I don't think you trust just yet. And you know, maybe it's kind of being masked by you having fun, you being spontaneous, you being sexy, mysterious, unavailable. But I do feel like your heart is available. Your heart is so generous. It just wants to share that love, share all that exciting, feisty energy. Yeah, you just want someone to have sparks. You're looking for the spark. Yeah. 2nd chakra, sacral chakra, sacral, similar words. Yeah, you just have to realize your heart is a sacred thing and not just anyone can hold it. Because if you give it to someone who's not strong enough, they're going to drop it. Yeah, you want to see that strength. You have to see the strength in order to see the trust. You just haven't seen it yet. Maybe you just haven't seen a good example of love. You grew up without a good example. And this has caused you to try have fun, to try find your own way, because you don't think the typical way works. You know how it goes, the old stories. Yeah, you don't want to be nobody's victim, group number 2. So you've decided to do things your own way. Maybe you don't fully trust right now, but maybe it's just more fun to have fun. But remember, play with fire, you get burned. And the last thing you want to do is be hurt, because you have a very generous and genuine heart, and you are able to care and replenish others. But I feel like that generosity, if you feel like people have been very selfish in love, that generosity, keep some of that for yourself and give to yourself. Some people just don't deserve all the generosity, all the gifts you have to offer. You are full of gifts. You are very beautiful, very attractive, very alluring. Alluring is the word I'm getting. So yeah, you can't just give that away because it's not easily found. Yeah, you are rare. You're one of a kind. You're not the type that you find every day. So abundance. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of anything that I require. Yeah, you're acquiring things. Yes. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. Yes. And if you can't trust or see anyone else honoring or respecting you, group number 2, You are honoring and respecting yourself. You are truly in your own power because you know that whatever you can give to yourself, you can also give to others. But you just haven't seen anyone who is worthy yet to give everything. Hence why you haven't given everything. You always hold a little bit back. Yeah, you like leaving people guessing. You like them wanting more. But it could be because you know to give your full abundance, to give your full heart to someone, they have to show you and lead by example. Yeah, as I said, group number 2, maybe you haven't had the best examples or you haven't seen the traditional or the typical ways working out. Hence why you are forging your own path, especially when it comes to love. And even if people could judge you for that, I feel like it's just because they don't have the bravery or the boldness. Maybe they're just not playful enough. Yeah, I think people get jealous when they just think someone else has more fun than them. And when you're so exciting and spontaneous, people really know that you know how to have fun, but they want to know more. Give me more. Like, how does group number 2 have fun? Like, what do they do to have fun? And that's when your lips are sealed, because you know that if there is no one worthy to have fun with, or the people that you were giving your time and energy to weren't being fully honest or transparent, I feel like you're just gonna give me more. Give more to you, to yourself. And that's not being selfish, it's not being greedy. If anything, it is you using all of that abundance that you have, and instead of ignoring it or having nowhere to go, you're putting it into you. I do see a lot of self-love right now, group number 2. Maybe that's what you need more than anything right now, is a bit of self-love. So can we get a type and an angel number for group number 2, please and thank you. Ooh, the Empress. Be happy with the results of your actions. So if you've been trying for a baby, or you've been planning to expand in any way, whether this is love-wise or business-wise, the Empress is a good sign. And the Empress is a good sign in regards to pregnancy. So if you're not looking to procreate, you know what to do. If you don't want no kittens, make sure they don't manifest. But maybe that is what you're manifesting. You want a happy family. You want kittens. You want all the love in the family tree. But I don't think you want to have your kittens with stray. And maybe all you have seen is strays. And that could have caused you to stay away from love for a while because of bad experience. Maybe you really did have such a bad ending in the past that it really messed with your mental health. And to you, love could have been karma and drama. You don't want anyone else's bad karma. So in order to not take on anyone else's karma, you've been keeping to yourself, dealing with your own karma and trying to manifest some good karma. Okay, so what is your type? See, fertility. Let me just read you the keywords. I'll get your type and then we'll do the angel number. Fertility, beauty, happiness, nature, pleasure, development, success. Yeah, so whatever you're developing or planning on developing, that will come into fruition. Happiness, compassion, trust in the universe, high-minded, and optimism. The 9 of Cups. Ooh la la. Okay, I like that. Happiness is coming. Your cups are going to be filled. You are high-minded and you're optimistic about the future, despite any setbacks, any losses, or if you were played in any way. You are now the coach. Yeah. And death, change. Growth always means leaving something behind. Yeah. So an ending, a painful, fiery ending in the past. And this could have been due to a cheating situation. You know, you could have been the one who got cheated on, group number 2. Maybe it caused you to really give up on love or give up on trust. It could have caused you to want to be the player instead of the played. But I feel like you've elevated, high-minded, you've elevated that energy. Now you're the fucking coach. So you've no need to play silly games with silly little boys or girls. You are an empress or an emperor. You are high up on your high horse as you deserve to be. You've learned your lessons. And you know that in order for new things to come into fruition, you have to let the old things go. You can't plant a new garden when there's still weeds from the last one. You're de-weeding. Weed, high-minded, maybe you might enjoy a toke. You could be a midnight toker. But the signs that are relevant are Pisces and Scorpio. Scorpio is a sign of death and change, and it's a necessary change. So maybe you need to have a necessary change of heart. Yes. But your type is someone who takes happiness in beauty, who likes to get inspired by beauty, especially your beauty. I feel like you're the creative type and you like to evoke other people's creativity, pleasure. You like someone who knows what they're doing in the bedroom. You like someone who has trust in the universe, someone who isn't negative or stuck in their ways, someone who is open and receptive to the universe, because you know that's bringing in good karma, not only for them, but for you and the relationship. Yeah, they have to be compassionate, optimistic. They have to care about success and development, because if they don't care about their own, how are they going to care about yours? And you're all about development. Yeah, this is just if there was one word for this reading, it would be development. Group number 2, gratitude and development. You're grateful that you're developing and you're learning. Yeah, so someone who is not afraid to make changes. Someone who can be a bit dark and mysterious themselves. Yeah, the strong, silent type, but also the mysterious type. Yeah, I feel like you are into dark-haired people. There could be a blonde or two, significant. You could be the blonde. But yeah, tall, dark, handsome. And if you are a masculine, I feel like you want your feminine, petite and brunette and very spiritual. Someone who can create a family with you. Yeah, that Doja Cat song Woman is coming to me. You know, plant your seed and she will give you the world, the garden. Yeah, so yeah, woman. Someone who is very sensual, very sexy, very mysterious. Take it as it resonates. You could be this feminine energy. You could be the masculine looking for this. But regardless, you are someone that when someone has you, they know that if they don't keep you interested, you're gone. Yeah, so any loose ends, tie them up. Group number 2. And let me get one of these. Feel it. Ooh, feel it. Oh yeah. I feel like you're all about how that person is feeling. Gratitude. You like to give. You like to make them feel it. But you like for that effort to be reciprocated and appreciated. Yeah, you can reciprocate. I got delicious taste. Ooh, that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, you're all about what you can do, popping that booty, using that tongue. Yeah, you like to make them feel it, but you like them to also use that tongue to give you feedback, to let you know how good you are. You like to be like a cat being groomed. You're like, I know I'm fabulous, but just remind me how fabulous I am, just in case I forget. Yeah, you're all about that pleasure, royalty. You bring that royal energy. And yeah, you are acting as if, because even if you don't have this luxurious love, I feel like when it comes, you will be lapping it up and you will be feeling all the emotions and all the pleasures that come with that. Group number 2. So your angel number is 394. So I will write that in the description along with the timestamps in case you forget. And I feel like the angel number will be significant in regards to where you are in your heart journey right now. And I feel like keep this playful, fun energy, because love isn't supposed to be boring. I know when responsibilities and all these things come, things can get boring. But whoever has you is lucky to have you, because you don't like letting things get boring, go stagnant or get complacent. No, you like to bring the mystery, leave them asking what's next, leave them wanting more. And yeah, that is the kind of lover you are. So I don't think you're ever going to have a lack of admirers, because you just have something so mesmerizing and alluring about you. And even the people that you have ended things with, when they think back, they still think of the unfinished business that they have with you. Yeah, maybe it's harder for lovers to let go of you than it is for you to let go of them. So yeah, you're a really independent, fabulous feline. And yeah, you ain't got no time for strays. So unless they come and really make an impression, I see you leaving them waiting, leaving them on red. You ain't got time for that. And if you were indulging in a fiery situation, I feel like if you get burnt, that's all it takes for you to learn your lesson. You need to learn it once, but once you do, that's that. So thank you for being here with me today, group number 2. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below if you resonated and what you want to see next. And God bless, and I'll see you very soon. Bye. Group 3, hello and welcome to your reading. So if you chose the black cat, let's dive straight in and find out what kind of a lover group number 3 is. So I have the cards pre-shuffled, and then we're going to find out more context after we explain them. So your story card is beauty. So group number 3, I feel like you're the type to really find beauty in love. Beauty in everything that you do. Yeah, so all the beautiful parts of love, I feel like that helps you feel creative. It helps you feel fulfilled and satisfied. But even the dark side of love, I feel like that inspires you too. You're not afraid of the dark, because you know that sometimes the most vibrant colors can be found in the dead of night. Yeah, that's just what I'm getting from the picture. Even if it doesn't make sense, I feel like it does make sense for you. Not everyone gets you, group number 3. You're not everyone's cup of tea, but the ones that get you can see how amazing and magical you are. Because the black cat represents magic and good luck. And anyone who thinks they represent bad luck, they're just afraid of magic and witches and all of those premonitions, old wives' tales. You're not afraid of any of that. I feel like because you know a lot of the old wives' tales have some sense to them. Yeah, you understand premonitions because you know that it's not all bullshit. Yeah, people might think you're a bit crazy, but yeah, group number 3, that's just the way they are. They're a bit away with the fairies. They're just so creative that sometimes they can't distinguish fantasy from reality. Maybe to you, fantasy and reality of love are different things, and that's why you like to make it creative and find the beauty. Sometimes the reality can be very uninspiring, but you, group number 3, you're not uninspiring at all, and you always find a way to find the beauty and to make beauty even out of a situation that's not so pretty. Like heartbreak, for example. You can find your flowers in your heartbreak. Call hearing from them. To me, this shows me that maybe you feel more comfortable expressing yourself on a phone call or expressing yourself through text. Maybe it can be a struggle to really explain everything face to face about how you feel or about how you view love. Not everyone gets it. Not everyone gets you. I don't think you like explaining yourself, but if you do feel the need to explain yourself, I feel like you have a way with your words, but sometimes you just need a bit of time to really look at those words and make sure that someone else is getting that point that you're trying to get across. Yeah, so maybe you're better at expressing over the phone than you are face to face. Maybe it can be a little bit uncomfortable having these deep, meaningful talks. Yeah, you love, but maybe there are still some things that make you uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't feel like it makes you scared. You're not really scared of much. But yeah, sometimes the ins and outs of the realities can get very uncomfortable. And no wonder why sometimes we want to escape to our fantasies to create beauty, even out of uninspiring situations. We have reckless love and sex. So I feel like you are very reckless when it comes to the bedroom. I feel like you're a bit wild, a bit mysterious, and even a little bit magical. This could be tantric sex. This could be love spells. This could be just something that is very feisty and very passionate, but it's something that can feel reckless. Yeah, maybe you've a hard time trusting your heart, group number 3, because you feel like your heart has been reckless in the past. But when it comes to love, I feel like if it's not passionate, if it's not sexy, if it's not something that keeps you coming back wanting more, and if it's not something that keeps you interested or keeps you on your toes, yeah, I feel like you get bored. You need that to inspire you, even the recklessness, even, the good and the bad and the ugly. You need it all to create a beautiful garden. Yeah, you are the creative type. You are sowing the seeds. You're watching them grow, hustling, making it rain, focused on money and getting it. Okay, you're focused on growing this garden, and this garden could have love in it. But I also feel like despite all the beautiful roses, you want a big old money tree growing in the centerpiece of that. And you don't want to be reckless. Maybe you felt like things have gotten in the way of your hustle before, of you making it rain, of you even making money in the first place. Yeah, and I do think that sometimes you like to hide yourself away. You can be a bit of a lone wolf. Sometimes you can just text them through the phone and say, yeah, I'm busy, I need to do this, and kind of hide yourself away. If you need to get something done, yeah, you're a perfectionist, you're creative, and creatives can be a nightmare to deal with when they haven't expressed that creativity. When it's all bottled in, it can come out in rage, it can come out in anger, it can come out in depression, as tears, as reckless actions, reckless thoughts. Yeah, so right now you're focused on the bag, on getting that bag. I don't feel like you need anyone to carry your bags, especially not if it's money bags, group number 3. Maybe you're a late night prowler. The nighttime inspires you. That could leave you waking up with bags under your eyes, but sometimes there are sacrifices we have to make that we're willing to take in order to grow that beauty. Yeah, I feel like you make things look easy, but the reality is it's far from easy. You are just very skilled at what you do. Yeah, I feel like you're skilled at numerous things, but it's been getting you down that you haven't been getting paid for your talents. Yeah, because not everyone can see it, but the ones that can would be willing to invest. Maybe you just haven't found the right investors yet, group number 3. So we have the 5 of Swords, conflict. Okay, so maybe you're the type that has conflict with your heart. Yeah, maybe if it comes to head over heart decisions, you will go with your head because your heart is a conflicting thing. Your heart can be a reckless thing. Yeah, you can be reckless with love. So that's why you're trying to hustle, trying to focus on making it rain, because you can't fully trust your heart. You want to be able to trust your mind. Yeah, so you're the type of lover that's not afraid of conflict. You're not just gonna accept things and not say anything. Yeah, you're not mousy. I was gonna say you're not mousy, you're mouthy. Okay, so you're not afraid of getting mouthy, of getting reckless, of getting down and dirty, whether that be in the good way or the bad way. You're physical, you have a lot of energy to express, which is when that's good, loving energy, your partner on the receiving end it's like Christmas comes early. When it's in the bad way, they're running out the door in fear of their life. So you could be a bit yin and yang in that sense, that when it's good, but when it's bad, it's bad. When it's bad, it's reckless. And when there's conflict, you're not the type to just put your swords down and give in easily. You will hold those swords until you can't anymore. Yeah. Maybe you're stubborn, and when it comes to conflict in terms of your relationships, you need to learn how to find compromises. You don't need to be complacent, but with relationships, compromises are needed, and you are kind of a lone wolf energy, so it can be a struggle to compromise, or compromise your own mind, your own heart with someone else's, because their mind and heart might necessarily see what you do, but at the same time we want it to be a meeting of minds. So there can be more gardeners is more flowers. Yeah, but you have to kind of be open and trusting to letting someone else take the wheel sometimes, which can be hard because you want to be in control. You kind of know best. You're very wise. You're intuitive. You have the moon in your hands. Look at this cat. You can see the moon. Yeah, you've got the moon in your hands, the flowers in your hands. You've got the phone in your hand when you need to express something. Yeah, I feel like you're very poetic. Poetic is the word I would use. Away with your words. And maybe the reckless pain, the reckless side of love, the dark side of love, actually inspires you to create more so than all the prettiness. Yeah, whale spirit, trust the great mystery. Yeah, you're very mysterious. You're very great. And even though it can be hard sometimes to trust this mystery, just know that you are here for a magical purpose. And even if you're still diving deep to discover what this magical purpose is, you are very skilled. You are a healer. And if you are still in the phase of figuring out what way you can heal or what it is that you need to bring and show to the world, yeah, I feel like you're going to start with yourself. You're going to start putting those healing hands onto your own heart, and I feel like that will help you to grow. Any ideas you have, any side hustles will be fruitful, but it takes the time. You have to dive in. You're still discovering things, and maybe there are conflicts and obstacles coming up in regards to love, in regards to your career, but you want both of these things to be fruitful. But maybe the balance, the both sides of it, is what's a struggle right now. Yeah. Okay, so we have the fourth chakra, heart chakra. Radiate warmth and sincerity. I'm open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others as I focus on this moment, not the past or the future. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. I nurture and respect my relationships. Yeah, so you're not here to rescue anyone else. I feel like you already know that. No one's here to rescue you. We're all here on our own divine paths to learn our own lessons when we need to. And I feel like the one thing that can be nurtured in regards to your relationships is respect. Because when reckless comes into the picture, sometimes respect can go out the window. When conflict is there, it's easy to forget ourselves, to forget our manners. You have a way with words, but you can also hurt with your words. Your words can be used as weapons. Group number 3, because you're so good at them. You're a master, a wordsmith. You can use them to create beauty, but you can use them to destroy self-confidence, destroy egos, destroy even enemies that try to get in the way of your hustle. Yeah, you're very good at defending yourself, especially when you feel under threat. Maybe love has made you feel under threat before, or love is just something that you find it hard to submit to. You don't want to submit to love. You don't want to be another victim of love. before you go too far, before you make a fool out of love. Stop. That's the song I'm thinking of. I don't even know the name. Maybe it's called Stop or Fool Out of Love. Is it Erasure? Stop. Hands up, way up, before you go too far, before you make a fool out of love. Yeah, I haven't heard that song in years. My mother was a big, huge fan of Erasure, so I remember she used to have that album, but that song in particular came to me, A Fool Out of Love. Maybe you feel like love has made a fool out of you. Maybe you feel like you've made a fool out of love, or love makes a fool of us all. And I really like and resonate with that, because love can be everyone's blind spot, even the most productive, wealthy people. I'm sure they could even say, well, I have everything, but you know, my downfall is still love, because no matter what I have, if I give my heart to someone else, it's a risk. They can make a fool out of me, and then I'll feel like a fool. Yeah, there's another Erasure song, and it's called Ship of Fools. Give me a moment for my brain to find the chorus. And why do we sail on this ship of fools? Why is love so fragile and so cruel? Yeah, so love makes a fool of us all. Love is cruel. Yeah. So, yeah, I really just feel like maybe love has a bad reputation or a bad name in your eyes, in your heart. Yeah, another song, John Bon Jovi, shot through the heart and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Yeah, so someone has given love a bad name in your eyes, or maybe you, group number 3, have given love a bad name in other people's eyes. So take that as it resonates. Maybe you give what you get. So if someone makes a fool of you, if someone upsets you, whatever is thrown at you, you will throw it back. But you are a bit more, you know how to sharpen. Let's say someone throws an arrow at you, you know how to sharpen it, and your words are arrows sometimes, so you don't even need physical weapons. That's how powerful you are, group number 3. Your power comes from within. And yeah, some people think black cats are scary and dangerous. That can be a dangerous thing. You know that your love can also be a dangerous thing. You know it's magical. But sometimes when people play with magic and they don't know what they're doing, they end up cursing instead of blessing themselves. You know how to take a curse and turn it into a blessing. You are an alchemist. You are a lucky, beautiful, fabulous black cat. You're mysterious. And you manage to make people not only question you, but question themselves. It's like you have some sort of a hypnotic quality. And maybe people wonder, you know, what is so special? What's so magic about group number 3? And if someone was to ask you, you know, why is it that you just come off as so magical? What is it? I feel like your answer would be to know that the answer doesn't lie in your heart, or your powers don't come from your heart. They come from your mind. That's what you rely on. And I think that is your greatest strength, your greatest power. Because you know love is beautiful. Love can create a garden, but love can also destroy that garden we've spent years building. So you really do have a way with your words. Your words can nurture. Your words can create. But your words can kill the soul, kill the heart. So you have to be careful. Yeah, I'm also hearing that song, be careful with me. Don't you know what you're doing? Those feelings that you're bruising. Be careful with me. That's Cardi B. Be careful. I feel like that song was about her husband. I think he wrote her songs for her, but ironically, the song is about, stop fucking around, stop playing with my heart. Be careful, because if you push me so far, you don't even know what I'm capable of. Yeah, and that's in the good ways and the bad ways. People underestimate you, people don't understand you, but they don't understand what you're capable of. You can create the world, but you can destroy it. You just need to decide which side you're on, group number 3. You'll always be the villain in someone else's story, but in your own story, you're not under any illusions. You know exactly your strengths and your weaknesses, and you know how to exploit other people's strengths and weaknesses. You just need to know how to balance out all these energies. You're very wise. You just have to make sure you use all this knowledge for the good and not for the bad. Not to exploit others, but to teach others. You're a mentor. Yeah. Okay, so the second chakra, sacral chakra, creative manifestation. I have the ability to manifest and create positive outcomes in my life. It is a time for me to manifest what I need. I ask myself, what do I need? I am optimistic and creative in carrying out all of the tasks that come my way, even seemingly mundane ones. And I maintain a positive attitude in all that I do. I am open to receive, and I am deserving. Yes. Just remind yourself, my arms are open. I am open to receiving any love, any nurture that comes my way. Maybe it's something you shy away from, and these, deep, painful conversations. Yeah, I don't feel like you're shy, but I do feel like when it comes to matters of the heart, it can make you back away uncomfortably, like a cat arching its back. I feel like you get a bit, oh no, let's not go there. Maybe it's time to go there and really just tell the world, tell yourself, I'm open and I'm ready. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but whoever's cup of tea that I am, well, they know it's very magical, mysterious tea. And they also know that I can read the tea leaves. Yeah, so you're mystical. Not only are you mysterious, you're mystical. And maybe that can intimidate potential mates because they don't really know what they're messing with. It's like with magic. A lot of people are afraid of it because they don't know what they're messing with. And it really takes a certain type to be able to say, well, I might know exactly what I'm getting into, but I'm ready nonetheless. Yeah, and if you are in a connection, I feel like it's a connection that has taken a lot of nurturing, a lot of watering, a lot of de-weeding. I was going to say over the years. This could be a long-term relationship. Maybe you're trying to bring some fresh ideas into an old relationship, diving deep, trusting the great mystery. Maybe you feel like in the past, love has made you feel like a fool or has made a fool out of you. But yeah, maybe there is a certain person that when you hear from them, it just... any illusions you get in your head, and, as much as you can hate love, you give love a bad name. I feel like even if this person called you, maybe you'd get all excited, like a little schoolgirl again. Yeah, so this could be a first love, a school romance, possibly. You could have loved this person since you were a young age, and maybe you feel like that could have gotten in the way of your creative manifestation, of your hustling, of you making money. Maybe that's why you feel like love made a fool out of you, because you have so much to offer, so much to show, so much magic within you, that maybe you feel like for a while that magic was stolen or repressed. Yeah, maybe you felt like you had too much other things to do, too many responsibilities. But I don't see you letting anything get in the way of your creative manifestation now. Maybe it just was a process. It took a long time for you to realize what it was that was going to make you money. If you have a lot of different skills, if you excel at different things, especially with your words. I mean, we can make money from our words, but how? You're good at so many things. You need to figure out what is the most lucrative. Maybe you're still discovering that. What's most lucrative about yourself? Love. Oh, so any conflict will be defeated by love. Yeah, and I feel like no matter how in your head, in your mind, you get about how anti-love you get. When that mood changes, when you flip from the black to the white energy, love is the answer, even if it's the cause of the pain. Yeah, the cause is also the cure. Yeah, so you're the cause of all this chaos and havoc, but you're also the cure. Your words can create, but they can also destroy. You can see the beauty in even the things that most people shy away from. And yeah, you might get uncomfortable speaking about certain things, but you're not uncomfortable when it comes to trying to get all these forces together to create this world. Yeah, in order for it to sustain itself. This garden, not only does it need nurture, love, and effort, it needs mutual care. Yeah, so maybe you want to work on that mutual care. You want to make sure everything is fair, half and half. Maybe you felt like you've done things on your own for a long time, and that has caused conflict, especially when it comes to love. Maybe you trust in yourself more than you can trust in anyone else, but you have to trust the great mystery that whatever is coming in your love journey, group number 3, it's not anything that you can't handle. Yeah, there's not a lot that's going to make you squirm or make you scared. And even if it comes to love being reckless or making you feel like a fool, you're not going to be in that energy for very long, because even those emotions, when we express them, a lot of people relate to them. Yeah, a lot of people understand. You might feel misunderstood, but I feel like once you start expressing yourself, you'll be surprised at how many people you resonate with. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So can we get a type and an angel number for group number 3, please and thank you. Okay, we'll take that. The Tower. Okay, and we have the Hanged Man. Let me see, what's our first one? The Page of Wands, the Tower, and the Hanged Man. Okay, let me move these down here a little bit. Can everything fit? Yeah, maybe that's been a little problem. You're trying to see, can everything fit? Can all my love that I have to express fit in? But what about this money tree that I'm trying to nurture also? You know, how am I going to make everything work? How's it all going to fit? But somehow you'll find a way. So the Page of Wands, keep your eye on your goals and enjoy every moment. Courage, excitement, free spirit, love of life, enthusiastic and discovery. The Tower, collapse, upheaval, destruction, foundational shift, reality check, ambition and adversity. You have always had a lot of ambition. Sometimes you found it hard to distinguish fantasy between reality, but sometimes you just need a reality check. And when things are falling apart, that sometimes things need to fall down in order to rebuild it in a better way. This could be an on and off relationship that you feel like you have had to constantly keep rebuilding. Maybe you feel like you have made a fool out of each other. But somehow the Tower, the Tower moment is that you won't want anyone else up there in that tower with you. Yeah. So the Hanged Man, look at the world from a different perspective. Yeah, because the Tower, you know, you can see it as destruction, but it's, you know, unexpected or, you know, necessary destruction, investigation. Yeah, maybe options, like you have options, but you're a loyal lover. You're very loyal. But I feel like having options, it's kind of like a safety net. But you're all about the risk. You don't really want the safety net. You don't want a safe love either. You want love that makes you feel fun, frisky, reckless. Something that can end in destruction. You don't want it if it's too safe. And that could be what has led you going back to a situation that has, you know, broken down and come back together. It's numerous tower moments, but rebuilding that tower after the fact. Waiting, sacrifice, hesitation, suspension, recalibration. Yeah, you have had to make sacrifices, especially when it comes to love, when it comes to your garden and reaping the fruits, which is, you might have those family fruits, the home fruits, the money tree. You haven't reaped that just yet because you've had to make sacrifices. You've had other things to do, more important things to do. And that could have given you conflict with love because you feel like, well, if someone really loved me, why would they let me sacrifice all my creativity? You know? But it just takes you having these uncomfortable conversations because maybe it's just something you've struggled to express before, and instead of expressing it in the right way, you can express it sometimes in the wrong way, in a mean way. You can have a sharp tongue. Your words can be weapons, but it's only when you feel wronged or hard done by. Yeah, you don't want this conflict. You want peace. You want love to have a good name in your book and not a bad name. So anyway, your type, group number 3. You want someone who's very exciting, spontaneous, and courageous. You want them to have a love of life and a love of discovery because you are a mystery. And if someone isn't interested in the mysteries and investigating that mystery, well then, what are you going to do for them? You are not for everyone. So the person or the people that are for you are the people who love the mystery, who want to discover the mystery, the eager beaver, the curious cats. That's what you want, someone who is a curious cat, not afraid of adventure, not afraid of a bit of upheaval, not afraid of someone who has ambitions. You don't want your ambition to intimidate anyone because you already have enough things that intimidate people. So someone who's not scared of a bit of hard work, of someone with ambition, someone who's not afraid of getting reckless in the bedroom, someone who's also not afraid to be passionate, and that's in the good ways and in the bad ways. You want to meet your match. So if they kind of don't match that energy, you want anything but boring because you're not boring. But if they are very boring, if they just wait and delay things, you want to get going. You can't wait to get going. You're like a box of frogs. I was going to say a bag of cats. You're like a bag of cats, a box of frogs. You can't wait to get going. You have so much fruits of your labor to reap. And you want someone who is going to help you reap all that, not feel intimidated by your success or your beauty or how magic you are. Someone who's not going to use it against you. Someone who's going to worship you in the way that you feel like you deserve to be worshipped. Because black cats, yeah, I mean, I think they were worshipped. All cats were worshipped and they've never forgotten that. Yeah, you're a bit of a cat. You just want to be stroked and noticed and appreciated, but only when you want it. Yeah, you don't like affection when it's not initiated. You want it when you want it. But if someone comes and gets all in your face, in your personal space, you're like, no, we're affectionate when I tell you we are. So yeah, you like to be, you like to put your foot down. You don't like your space to get invaded, especially not your creative space. It's very sacred to you. But so is your relationship. And I feel like you just have to remember to respect that sacred love and respect yourself. And sometimes when things get passionate, the good can go to bad very quickly. Just remember to check yourself, give yourself a reality check. If it's someone that you love, all these bad feelings, these frustrations, delays and sacrifices, well, think of the bigger picture. If they're worth it in the long run. And if this is a long-term love or romance that's had plenty of ups and downs, it seems like you wouldn't stay. You know, you would have strayed a long time ago if this wasn't worth staying for, if this wasn't a garden that was going to bloom with many beautiful flowers, so many different colors. It's bloomed through the darkness. And you just want someone who's going to bloom with you and help you maintain that because you know you're magical. And you don't want that magic to go to waste on a muggle. So whoever your type is, they have to be a little bit magical, a little bit unorthodox, very free, a free spirit. Someone who likes to think for themselves, not someone who you can just dominate and tell what to do. You don't want that. You want someone who can hold their own, because you need a bit of that push and pull. You don't want to just push. You want to be pulled also. Someone who can keep pulling you in and reeling you in, because that's what you do, and not everyone can handle the heat. So you just want someone who's not afraid of the fire that you bring to the table. So I hope this helped you here today. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below if this resonated and what you want to see next. And I will see you again very soon. Thank you for being here with me, Group 3. And God bless. Bye. Hello and welcome, Group number 4. So let's bring in Group number 4's energy, spirits, angels, and ancestors. Please and thank you. And may Group number 4 be divinely blessed here today. Let's have some love spray. And let's find out what type of lover Group number 4 is. So if you chose the white cat, to me, this shows me that you're a very pure kind of lover. There is no bullshit when it comes to you. Your feelings are your feelings and you own them. So I think when I say own them, you know, you own your own feelings, but I still feel like you want to feel somewhat in control of your lover. Like you want to know their feelings. You don't want any secrets. And if you're open and honest, you just expect the same in return. There's no what ifs or buts about it. Yeah. You're all about that purity, that wholesomeness. And I feel like, yeah, it's either black and white for you, Group number 4. So if it's not white, if it's not honest and pure, yeah, I don't think you want any of that black magic, voodoo, hoodoo sort of stuff. You don't want any lies or manipulations. You just want the honest truth. You want a pure and honest raw love. You want a raw love. Oh yeah. Let me take a sip of tea before we spill the tea for Group number 4. Let's begin. So, the story card that I pulled for you is Thinker. Okay, and I didn't even notice this. Sometimes we need a closer look. Oh, not a shaky look. What does this say? Think. I thought it said drink. Oh, I definitely... I need to take a closer look sometimes. Maybe you're taking a closer look at yourself, at your heart. You're putting a lot of thought into your love language, your expression. And it does say think down here. I thought it was drink, so maybe your vice could be you like a drink. Maybe a drink helps you to think. Or maybe when you feel like you're overthinking, it takes a drink in order to get this mind a bit more relaxed. Yeah, it looks like his ideas are just flowing out of his forehead, you know? So maybe you're very creative, your ideas are free flowing and unrestricted right now. And maybe you want your love to feel like that, free flowing and unrestricted, Group number 4. Okay, so relationship connecting is the oracle that I pulled. Spiritual. Chaos, ego death, downward spiral, and spiritual awakening. Okay, one more. Photo proof, getting evidence. Okay, so this on the table, let's make it all make sense. Yeah, I feel like you're the type that likes to make things make sense because you're a thinker. So even if something doesn't jump out at you right away, you kind of just need to take a closer look, take a breather, and really just identify what's in front of you, and then you put your logic to work and figure it out, especially in regards to your heart. Maybe you feel like your heart has had some figuring out that it needed to do. Maybe you're still figuring out your heart. Yeah. Okay, so there could be a relationship connecting right now, And this could explain why you feel like you're overthinking or you're bursting to the brim with ideas. Because something new has evoked, food for thought, and you just can't stop thinking about someone. Maybe you can't stop talking about someone. And maybe this person is the type of person that you've kind of always saw yourself with. Yeah, I feel like you are a thinker, but the person that you want them to understand that to be a free thinker, to have these free-flowing ideas, you can't be doing it out of your ego. It has to be a spiritual thing. This is why ego death is here. You don't want an egomaniac. You don't want someone who you have to walk on eggshells around in case you offend them, or, something that you say that could be true could make them upset because they feel offended. Yeah, I think you've risen above getting offended. And to you, that's once you have an ego death, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to be offended that you're not bringing the same thing to the table, but what I am offended about is if you're pretending. Yeah, I think the only thing that offends you now, group number 4, is if someone comes to the table claiming that, oh, I'm this and look what I can bring, look what I can give, and then they don't. You can kind of tell who's living from their ego and who's living on a more spiritual frequency. Yeah, the people in your life, or the people that you know, the people you see on downward spirals, you know that that's because they're living from their ego. But it's taken you having an ego death and a spiritual awakening in order to really let your mind take the lead. Maybe you used to be the type that let your heart take the lead, but it took you putting your heart on the lead and connecting it to your mind. You want your mind to lead. Your mind is a lot more in tune, sometimes, than your heart. So this photo proof getting evidence. To me, when it comes to relationships beginning, relationships ending, whatever stage of a relationship you are in, whether that is in the past, presently, in the future, regardless, you're the type that will not just cause a conflict over nothing. Yeah, you do have a strong intuition, but you're not the type to just make assumptions, because sometimes our intuition, it needs more context. So you're the type that really needs context. If you're going to accuse someone of something, you're going to have evidence to show them. Yeah, because you're so spiritual that you know that even if someone is taking the piss, per se, that if they're not on the same spiritual level you are, first of all, you don't need to stick around and deal with it. But you're the type that likes to gather things and then use them against people if necessary, not unnecessarily. But let's say someone claims to love you and their actions are being different than what their words are saying. I feel like you won't just accuse them of that. You will gather up the evidence. Well, this is why, because over these last few months, A, B, and C, here is the evidence that you don't care, or I don't care, or whatever way it is. Yeah, you are a gatherer, a hunter and a gatherer. And I feel like once you've gathered enough dirt on someone to see their true colours, I think it offends you that they didn't kind of tell you their true colours in the first place. Yeah, the fact that you put so much thought into things, and especially in your relationships, you're very thoughtful. Yeah, I feel like of all these groups that I've done so far, you are the most thoughtful in regards to your love language. You're a very thoughtful lover. But it's because you're very spiritual, and the thing is, that it's all an energy exchange, and you just don't want your energy to be wasted or drained. If one source is draining or taking your energy, that you can put that spiritual energy into another source. You just don't appreciate time wasters. Yeah, and if there are time wasters, you just get the proof. Once you have the proof, gone, out of there. I don't feel like you're very dramatic. You don't have very dramatic endings. You're just very silently dignified. Yeah. King of Wands leader. So in your relationships, group number 4, you like to take the lead. Because the thing is, you're very wise, you're very spiritual, but you're also very logical. And not only that, you can still create magic, you can still create fire. You just know there's a time and a place. You're not reckless. You like to just put some thought into things before you do them. Yeah. You don't just do things. You don't just say things. All of your actions are, thought of beforehand. Yeah. You think of everything before you do it. It's your strategy. You're a very strategic, logical, and thoughtful lover. And you are a leader. So you aren't the sort of energy that should be told what to do, told what to think, told what to believe. You are the one that finds that out for yourself. And once you find that out, you put those spiritual gifts, all that wisdom you've learned into practice. You put it into your relationships. You understand how to connect on a deeper level because you've connected not only with your heart, but with your mind on a deeper level. And what pisses you off is time wasters and people who say one thing and do another. Yeah, you're too smart for time wasters. I mean, if anyone is coming with energy that doesn't match up with yours, and maybe the thing is, sometimes you find people who don't really have much of a sense of self drawn to you. Maybe people like your authority, and they kind of want to be told by you who and what they are. Yeah, maybe you've had experiences where you have been the dominant one, but you felt like it's been too dominant. You felt like there wasn't enough give back, So to me, you're looking for your equal, but you're looking for your spiritual equal. You're looking for someone who has had an ego death themselves, not someone who lives in chaos and makes excuses for everything and the way they're living. No, you want someone mature and having had that spiritual awakening yourself. You just want someone who's been through that, so the next chapter you can go together connecting. Yeah, I do feel like you've had a lot of rain. When it rains, it pours, and you've always been able to, in some way find shelter from the rain. But now you feel like you're ready to share that umbrella with someone. Yeah, I'm getting that Rihanna song. You can stand under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, eh, eh. Yeah, so you just want to find someone who can stand under your umbrella with you. Maybe you're ready, you're willing to give, you've put a lot of thought into it. What you need now is just someone who is spiritually elevated enough to even match you. Because not everyone is like you. Group number 4, you know that. They don't have to be exactly like you, but they need to understand a few certain concepts that you understand, that you deem very important. And this is of a spiritual level. You don't just want the passion, the fire, the sex, the wands, the love, sex and magic. No, you want the thoughtfulness. You want the logical planning. Yeah, you want the strategy. You don't want to just go into something exciting and wild and let that fire burn the whole place down, including you. No, you are strategic. Even when you find something right, you still have to make sure it's right. I feel like you're a bit of a tester, and you test people for your love. Wow, we have the stag spirit take the lead. And honestly, I did pre-shuffle before I went into these readings. I done it last night. So I just was kind of doing it all very quickly, but I did notice that after the King of Wands that the Stag Spirit came out, and they're both very similar messages. So the King of Wands is a leader. The Stag Spirit is telling you to take the lead. You are a dominant force. You might look cute, sweet, and very pretty, or if you are a masculine, you might look very kind and sweet, but looks can be deceiving, because I feel like even though you look gentle, you are very strong and you are a leader and you're very stubborn. So if someone doesn't respect your authority, I feel like you just walk away, and to you, that's just a slight that you can't get over, because you are a born leader. You're a true leader. And the people who don't see that, I'm thinking of that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Yeah, you want someone who understands that saying. You don't want to just keep getting horses that you have to keep leading to water, saying, come on, let me teach you, let me show you, this is how the world works, this is how spirituality works. You kind of just want someone who can go to the water and drink themselves. Yeah, someone who kind of already knows what you know, because you're getting tired of explaining. You don't need to explain. You want a connection where you don't need to explain yourself or anything else. Just that inner knowing, you want to feel it. 4th chakra, heart chakra, acceptance of self. It's time to rejuvenate myself by giving myself love. I accept myself the way I am, and I remind myself that I cannot feel any better about life than how I feel about myself. Yeah, so it's all about how you feel about yourself. The better you feel about yourself, the better you'll feel about life, even if life has not changed at all. Just if your opinion of your own self has changed, the better you feel, the better life will feel. We don't need some significant change. It's really just standing in our own power and deciding that I am going to feel good regardless. Maybe that should be your new mantra. I am going to feel good regardless. I am a leader. You don't need anyone else to tell you anything, show you anything. If anything, you're the leader, you're the mentor, but you're getting a bit tired of teaching. You just want someone who, you just want to meet your match. That's all, meet your match. I will not wait a moment longer to accept myself. So if you haven't fully accepted or embraced yourself, then that is the next step. Because once you've accepted yourself as the leader that you were born to be, don't resist it. Go with it. Because this is what you are meant to be. And even though you are a dominant energy group 4, that doesn't matter whether you're masculine or feminine. The thing is, a relationship is the bringing together of 2 different energies. So whatever energy you bring to the table, it does not mean that the person who is right for you has to have the exact opposite. Maybe that's been your problem. You've been looking for the opposite of you. So for your dominance, you've been dealing with submissive people, or for your spirituality, you've been dealing with spiritually unhealed people in order to teach them, in order to show them the right way. But like that saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And now that you understand that, you've no need to give unnecessary advice, because you don't need to teach someone the spiritual laws who has already learned it for themselves. Yeah. I feel like shallow, don't do it for you, group number 4. You want your authority to be respected. You don't want it to be disrespected. I feel like that is, once your authority or you feel disrespected in any way, that's when you go and slink off and say, actually, a leader doesn't stick around to get disrespected. Yeah, so you just need to feel respected when it comes to love, when it comes to your relationships. You want your authority to be respected, but you don't want someone to be afraid to question you. Because just because you are right most of the time doesn't mean you're always right. So sometimes you do like a little pushback. You do like a bit of a challenge. And because you're a leader, sometimes things can feel a bit too easy for you. You don't want your lover to feel too easy. This is why you want a bit of a challenge. You're logical. You like losing your mind, I was going to say. But you like losing your mind about love, you know? You're logical. But with love, you like that fire. You like that excitement. Even if they make you lose your mind a bit, that can be in the good way also. Yeah, because sometimes it's nice to just lose your mind, lose your thoughts and the logicalness, and to just go with it. And, you know, we don't have to analyze everything. So sometimes we have to step back and not analyze, just go with it, just feel it. You are a leader, so you don't have to worry about letting go of the reins sometimes. Even leaders need to relax. Even leaders need a rest. 2nd chakra, sacral chakra, well-being. No, I didn't. Sorry. Let me finish this first. I honor what my body is asking for, and if I'm unsure, I will ask myself, what can I do to be healthier and more balanced than I am now? Yeah, because you're logical. You're putting that thought into it. What do you need in your own soul, in your own heart? you need to fulfill that in order to fulfill anyone else's. So I see you answering those questions now, those questions you've been asking yourself. I dwell upon all that is right in my life, not what is wrong, and I have gratitude. Yeah, you have gratitude instead of an attitude. Yeah, I accept my life as it is now, and I move forwards from here. Yeah, you are moving forward with that accepting energy that some people are unhealed, some people don't know their way and need someone to show them the way, but that's not going to be you. You know what you want, and you don't want to keep dealing with low frequency energies. You want someone who is bringing the kind of thoughtfulness, the kind of logic, but also the same kind of love to the table as you are. So sacral chakra well-being. Yeah, you're all about well-being in relationships. If that doesn't feel like it's being respected or honored, then you're out. I honor and respect my body by giving it what it deserves to thrive. I provide myself with the best food, exercise, water, relaxation, therapeutic treatments, and thoughts. Yeah. So therapeutic thoughts is on the doctor's prescription, group number 4. I only consume foods and liquids that were designed by nature to be in my body. So that could be a struggle right now, eating healthily, fully for your well-being. Maybe you have so many ideas and so many things to do that sometimes convenience is easier, especially when it comes to food, possibly even when it comes to love. Take this as it resonates, group number 4. But you could have had, let's say, convenient booty calls or convenient people, low frequency, easy energies in order to just feel satisfied. And maybe it fills a void for a moment, temporarily, but it's not really sustaining you. You need something more, you need something deeper. You don't need convenience. You need something that is right for you spiritually. Yeah, and this could be you just doing simple things like putting more thought into what you're consuming. If we are what we eat, what are you, group number 4? And don't take this as me shaming, because I'm a chocoholic. When I've got a cup of tea, it's very hard for me to not think of chocolate, but it's something that I want to train my body to just have the tea and not crave the chocolate. So it's training, yeah. So you're training your mind, you're training your heart. You might be a very stubborn energy, and you might have your vices, you might have things you don't want to let go of. You could have these attitudes even you want to let go of. But overall, I see the attitude of gratitude being at the forefront in love for you, group number 4. I stimulate my body's energy flow with exercise, okay? Exercise could have been lacking lately. Maybe that's something that you want to start more of. If you exercise already, this could be a different kind of exercise that maybe is on your mind. Yeah, I'm hearing that song. You stay on my mind every night. That song is called On My Mind, Disciples. So literally you could have someone on your mind, or even Disciples, the name of the whoever it was that made the song. You could have faith on your mind. You know, the disciples were followers actually of Jesus. Yeah, but you're not a disciple, honey. You are a leader. So yeah, maybe you're starting a group. You're actually becoming a physical leader of something. This could be in work, or it could be whatever it is that you say. You gather some sort of audience or followers. Yeah, and in turn, this could attract a relationship. You know, your authority, your mind is what stimulates other people. Yeah, because people find intelligence attractive. And I feel like you are very intelligent, very wise, very spiritual. You know, it's not all about the looks, but I do feel like you look very sweet, beautiful, pure, and wholesome. And generally you are. Maybe the lack of wholesomeness could be in the food, because it's easier to eat convenience foods. And I think it's something we all struggle with, honestly. Never let anyone shame you about anything, whether that be your looks, your diet, your body, anything. Everybody struggles. And I don't know anyone in the world who has every part of their life completely balanced out. And that's the thing, as long as we're actively trying to get better in one way or the other, Rome wasn't built in a day. Nobody is perfect. And if anyone ever tries to shame you for being that boring leader, that's all that it's going to be. They're going to try, but it's not going to work. Because you know better. You know better, group number 4. And maybe there's been certain things you've known better, but you've done it anyway. This could be in regards to love. Maybe you've known better what someone is like, but you thought, oh, well, I can change them because I'm a leader. They might actually follow my lead if I lead by example. But when someone's not spiritually awakened, there's only so much you can do. The saying, you can bring a horse to water, can't make him drink, let that horse go. Okay, we have stillness. So right now you could feel like your love life is in a stillness sort of state. But think of it, when waters are calm and still, it's beautiful. But nature and the cycles of life come and it starts raining, the tides start coming, the animals start breeding, you know. Even if we're drinking water, the ripples come. So the stillness can only last for so long. It's not going to be forever. This is a temporary stillness. If you feel like your love life has been on hold or on pause, this could be due to a bad previous experience with someone who wasn't as spiritually developed as you were. But this stillness, this time for reflection, if anything, it has taught you that you are the prize. And a leader never chases. Yeah, in fact, the leader gets followed. Follow the leader. Yeah. So maybe someone that is going to follow you on Instagram, or you're going to follow someone and it's going to ignite some sort of passionate love. Some passionate love affair. Yeah. So don't worry if it's all a bit boring and still right now. I do see something coming in, and even if it's not the most wholesome and pure of connections, yeah, maybe it could be based on excitement. I do still see you bring that pure, wholesome, thoughtful energy to the table with you. And I feel like it'd be very hard to not fall in love with you, group number 4. Sometimes it's just people getting the chance to truly get to know you. Yeah, I feel like you're a bit of an enigma. And it does take you a while to fully reveal. You can be a little shy, but sometimes it's just because you get in your head. Just a little bit. So can I get a group number 4's type and an angel number for group number 4, please and thank you. Can I get 2 more? A type and an angel number for group number 4. Thank you. Okay, so can we bring them down here? Yeah. Okay, so group number 4, we have the Lovers, we have the 5 of Wands, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Lovers, celebrate the love in your life. So even if you do not have a lover, I see you celebrating your own love, celebrating your own mind, celebrating your own skills. And even if you don't have a lover that's hanging on your every word, I do feel like you're very influential to friends, to family, maybe on an online platform. And I do see people being very interested in what you have to say, interested in your thoughts and your mind. I see you sharing that, celebrating it, and that brings in love. Because the Lovers, if there is no physical lover, it's self-love. So take that as it resonates. But there is love either going into your cup or you are getting your cup and pouring some love into someone else's. Mark my words. Inspiration, motivation, love, beauty, action, commitment, choices, and unity. Gemini could be significant also. So if you are in a relationship already, you've put a lot of thought into it, a lot of connection into it. Maybe the next step in this relationship is commitment. And it can be hard when you're such a leader You kind of don't want to have an equal part, but it's like you have to be willing to kind of step down a little bit to let someone else help you. You can't always be in the lead in an equal union, and maybe you struggle with that, group number 4, but you just have to meet your maker, not meet your maker, meet your equal. Okay, so the 5 of Wands, arguments, inner or outer conflict, struggle, boldness, tension, rivalry, and competition. Okay, to me, maybe you felt like love has been a battle before. I'm hearing that song. We are young, heartache to heartache, we stand, no promises or demands. Love is a battlefield. Yeah, so to you, love is a bloody battlefield, and maybe battles of the past have made you kind of back away from love or new situations. Maybe there have been feelings of jealousy, of competition, people getting in the way of connections you've had. Even if this is a connection you're in now, you could feel like there is some sort of a rival who is trying to come in and, you know, maybe take what's yours. Because leaders, they don't always go unchallenged. You know, people challenge leaders, people challenge the kings, people try to invade kingdoms and countries. So maybe there could be a space invader or an invader of some sort trying to come in to your battleground, basically. And yeah, I feel like if there's any competition, you get very fierce and you get those horns out and run at them. Like, this is mine. You're very protective, but you're very possessive, because what's yours is yours, and you will protect and fight for what is yours. And sometimes people have to learn the hard way sometimes. And boldness, yeah, struggle. So you are a very bold, you're a bold leader. You're very striking, you're very fiery, but you also know you can talk yourself down so you don't do anything too rash, too reckless. You're a wise leader, but you still bring that confidence, you still bring that boldness. And I think leaders need that. They can't just be totally wise and so spiritual. They need a bit of fire, because people want exciting leaders, leaders that they really believe in. And yeah, I feel like people believe in your mind, but sometimes it's your actions. You just need to lead by example and show with your actions. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. You have strength and new beginnings, the cycle restarts, change, chance, fate, happiness, cycles, destiny, luck, and karma. Wow. So I do see good karma coming your way, completion. You'll feel like there's something completed in your life. This could even be like this spiritual awakening journey, higher level success, true will. So if you are in a relationship, I see that relationship reaching higher levels, more commitment coming in. And if not, I see you really just putting that love into self, really respecting your own authority. And in turn, that will attract someone who will also respect your authority and appreciate you for the bold, charismatic leader you are, but also appreciates and is attracted to your mind, how you think and how thoughtful you are. Yeah. So to me, your type is someone who gets very inspired by love, someone who wants to commit, someone who wants to bring that unity, who wants to join forces with you. They might be more of a follower than you are, but it's because you kind of just want them to admire you. You want them to be an admirer. You want them to let you know how much they want you, how much they love you. You want someone who's not afraid of a bit of conflict. You know, you don't want them to keep it bottled in if they have an issue. You don't want to have to keep issues bottled in, but you don't want it to end in a bloody battlefield either. So it's about alleviating tension by finding ways to strengthen the relationship. And that could be simply just when it's raining for one person, the other person gives them their umbrella or holds it up for them and says, come on in, there's enough room for two. Yeah, there's room for two. Okay, this could be in the future. You could have 2 children, group number 4. Okay, so you also want someone who's not afraid of change, someone who believes in luck, in chance, and someone who's going to bring you some good karma and some happiness. I do feel like you want this person to be successful, true will. You want them to be ambitious and have goals. But you don't want them to just copy your goals. You don't want them to just be a follower and not have a mind of their own. You want someone who understands what they want and who they want. Someone who admires you and someone who looks at you as their destiny and who's willing to go on all these different cycles of life with you. Yeah, you want someone you can go through all the life cycles with. You're in it for the long run, for the long haul. Yeah. And this stillness, I feel like if it's been very quiet in the love department, the ripples will start coming soon. And if this is a relationship you're already in or something that is just beginning, you're still figuring out, you're still discovering, and it takes like one cycle to end for a new one to begin. So you could be at the early stages, you could be in the middle stages. I won't say the closing stages because I still feel like you have plenty of stages and cycles to go. Sometimes we just need to meditate, breathe, look at the stillness, take a step back and see, okay, well, let me put some thought into what my next action is going to be, especially in regards to love and my love life, because maybe it is something that really just you have to rack your brain about. Maybe you find a lot of subjects easy, you're very smart, but love is a subject that's a tricky or a touchy subject. And I think that's true for a lot of people. You know, you can be an expert in many things. I think you'd have to be very bold to call yourself a love expert, though. I mean, or a sexpert. Maybe you're more of a sexpert than a love expert. If you get my drift, you're good with the wands, you're good with the fire, you're good with the making of the magic. But it's the nitty gritty, the touchy things that can be a bit, touchy. I didn't mean to touch that. And the significant signs, Gemini, Leo, and fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You are a born leader. Always remember that. But sometimes you have to put the wand down, put the boldness down, and be quiet and be still and really just look and reflect at the whole kingdom you've built, because you've put in a lot of work. And sometimes the tension can get to you. So maybe sometimes you just need to exercise. You just need to relieve or alleviate the stress and the tension. You carry a lot on your back. Just don't let things bottle up, because in fact that can do us more harm than good. Maybe you just want to find your counterpart that they can take some of the stress off you, take some of that weight, so then you can focus on what's next and not having to hold everything or everyone up all the time. Sometimes you want to be held up too, but I don't think you like to admit it. I think you're a secret romantic, but definitely a secret hopeless romantic, but God forbid if anyone knew that, so I won't tell, don't worry. Shh. And your angel number is 6510. So I know that's longer than most regular ones, but angel numbers can have 4 numbers. They can have 5 numbers. They're just harder to remember. I'm going to write it in the description box along with your timestamp. So make sure to look up that angel number and just look how significant these cards are, because this is telling me that despite any battles, that the cycles continue on. What ends, new must come in. And that means if you do not have a lover, there are lovers, a lover or lovers, plural, coming in, swoo. Or if you are already in a connection, to me, this just confirms that this relationship is going to become even more established, and it's going to get deeper, and whatever troubles are your way, or whatever troubles or rain comes along, even if there's only one umbrella, sometimes it can fit 2. And I feel like you do have that room in your heart and in your mind to share. You just really have to fully understand yourself first. And now that you know you're a leader, you know that you have to be wise and be open to sharing and helping others. Just because you know better doesn't mean everyone else does. So just be patient with people on their spiritual journeys. And yeah, thank you for being here with me today. Group number 4, I hope this helped. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you want to see next. and I hope to see you very soon. God bless. Bye. Hello and welcome, group number 5. So if you chose this cute little grey kitty with the black stripes, then you are here in the right place. What a cute little cat. I love the back of them. So yeah, let's get some context on what group number 5 is like as a lover. So the story card we pulled is wisdom. So right away, we can establish you are a very wise lover. Yeah, I don't feel like you're an easy lover. I'm thinking about that song. She's an easy lover. Da, 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 da. Don't even know the rest of the words. You're not an easy lover. You're too wise. I feel like maybe in the past, it might have been easier to find a way into your heart, or for you to find ways into other people's hearts. But now I feel like you're happy on your own tree, doing your own thing. These windows are here, but instead of looking in them, I feel like you're looking at a bigger picture. So if you're single, I don't see you actively seeking or looking for love right now. You're kind of looking away from looking in at someone else. I feel like you're just in a very wise and spiritual state of mind right now. And you're just doing a bit of self-work right now. Finances, mine on the money. Yes, maybe that's what you're looking at. Maybe you're looking at your money and your finances. You're trying to focus on that. And if you have a lover already, you're hoping that they understand that you have your mind and your eye on other things. And if you are single, you don't feel guilty about it because you know that you've got your mind on the money and you might be ready for love when you can fit it into your busy schedule. I'm getting Capricorn energy here, group number 5. We have spell love, or love spell, whatever way we read it. Okay, so with the owl and the love spell here, you could be a literal witch, group number 5. You could know how to do love spells. But you know what's very interesting, even spell love. Words are spells. Every word we say, we're casting a spell. And I feel like you know that. You understand that. If you're seeking love, if you're wanting it to come in, I see you understanding that it's actually how you speak, how you behave, how you manifest. That's what comes to you, basically. And when we kind of don't understand how to manifest, sometimes we can manifest the wrong things by even wanting the wrong things. So you could be just very focused on yourself, on your own craft right now. Excuse the pun. Like, you could be a witch, you could be doing witchcraft, you could be gaining money from some sort of witchcraft. Maybe people trust your wisdom. They come to you for your divine wisdom. Yeah, you're like an owl, an oracle that can see into the future. Maybe people are coming to you about their own love lives and you're too busy making money and focusing on that than to focus on your own love life. Or maybe you could be spelling it out to the universe. I want love. I'm ready for love. You could be doing a literal love spell. But what will it attract? Unbothered. Yeah, I feel like the kind of image you put out to the world is love. Ugh, I'm unbothered. Whatever. I ain't got time for that. Look at all this money. I have to count all euros. Could be significant. Yeah, because I'm in Europe and we use euros. I don't know about those coins, but the notes are definitely euros. So this could represent you dealing with euros in the future, moving to Europe in the future if you don't live here, and if you are a European, then that's the currency you use. Yeah, maybe you've been using money as your currency, but maybe you realize now that love is a currency in itself. It's an energy currency. It's an energy exchange. Yeah, you understand the exchanges of money, exchanging one thing in order to get paid for it, like getting paid for your skills, or exchanging one thing for another, swapping skills, etc. So maybe you're viewing love it kind of as like a work endeavor, I do this for you, I'll give you this exchange for your exchange. So if you give me love and nurture, I will give you money and a great time. But it's not just that, it's a deeper thing. It's not just an exchange. So as unbothered as you might act outwardly, I feel like inwardly you kind of want this. You want to manifest some love. You want to put a love spell out to the universe and say, you know, bring that love in for me. Look at me. I'm fabulous. I'm great. Look at how successful I am. People trust me. People trust me with their money. People trust me with their energy. People even trust you with their relationships if they're asking you to do spells on them. So, yeah, it's kind of one of those things that sometimes you might give off one impression, but on the inside, there's actually completely different things going on. 9 of Cups, contentment. Wow. So maybe you feel like you've been unbothered about your contentment in terms of love. Or when it comes to love, you could be feeling unbothered about it because actually your love life is going great. You're very content and you're not bothered. You're not worried. Everything's going great. Maybe the love spell is in full effect and you and your partner can't keep your hands off each other. Yeah, and maybe if this isn't a love spell, you could be doing a money spell. You could be doing all kinds. And even you don't have to be a witch or a wizard. You don't have to do any spell or get any ingredients. The only ingredients you need is your tongue, your words. Put it out there. So maybe you're wanting to be unbothered about your finances. Maybe you have had things that you've had to pay and you don't want to be bothered about it anymore. You want to just let that go. You want the money to flow. You want the love to flow. You want that contentment. So either you want to be unbothered about it, ideally, or right now you could be unbothered in terms of love because maybe your money is being more fruitful. So take that as it resonates because I feel like either one or the other is going well, not both necessarily. And if you do have a career and a lover, there's going to need to be some sort of balance because maybe one person is putting in more effort than the other in terms of love right now. Spider spirit, make your dreams real. Yeah, so you're investing in your dreams. You're not looking in the windows of anyone else. There's no rescue squad. You're like, I'm going to rescue myself. I'm going to use my own wisdom, my own intuition to make me money. And perhaps it has been making you money or you're manifesting money coming from this. Yeah, but maybe you have been acting unbothered, or maybe you just need to put in a little bit more effort in order to reap the fruits of this labor. Make your dreams real. Maybe right now you're like a spider making a spider web. You want to catch those flies. You want to catch that honey. Yeah, that term, catch more flies with honey. So this web, it's invisible to a lot of people, but the time and the energy that the spider spends in order to make the web, it's all for a purpose. A divine purpose to catch those flies. You're looking to catch flies, to catch money, to get that honey. And also you want some honey on your heart as well. I'm hearing that song. Pour some sugar on me. Yeah, so maybe you've been weaving the webs of your dreams. You've been making that money, but you haven't had some sugar. Maybe you're missing some sugar. Yeah. Sugar, yes please, won't you come and put it down on me? So maybe you want somebody's sugar and you want them to come and put it down on you. Or maybe you're like the spider, you want to slink down and come and put your sugar on somebody. Maybe you or this person is acting a bit unbothered right now. And maybe it takes you having to weave your way into their hearts and put a little love spell on it in order to get that sugar that you desire. Sugar could be part of this love spell. I think sugar, honey, anything sweet could work in in love spells. Yeah, so I feel like you've got a way of getting what you want. You get what you want, and ain't nobody getting in the way of what you want. Yeah, you will find a way. If you want something, you will get them, even if there's someone else in the way. Yeah, you know how to get what you want. And even if it's not always the wisest way, I see you learning your lessons from your mistake. You're a little owl. You're very wise. You might be a night owl also. So in the nighttime, that's when you're weaving your webs, making your own dreams come true. In the dead of night, you're doing the work. You make it look easy because people look at webs and think, oh, wow, let's break it. Think of all the work and the energy and the time that spider put into that web. Yeah, so other people might try to come and break down your dreams, but all of that effort, that energy pays off. And even if no one else sees or appreciates it, you know how hard you've been working. And you've been weaving. And you might still be in the manifesting stage, the building stage. You might be finished this web. So when it's not finished, don't be getting down on yourself that the honey, the money, the flies haven't come. Because you're still manifesting that. You're still building the thing that's going to catch it. Yeah, you're still putting it out into the universe. Maybe you need to act more bothered about what you want. Maybe that's a defense mechanism. Oh, when it comes to love, no, I'm unbothered. It's fine. I don't care. But that could be from previous hurt. That could be how you guard your heart, by acting unbothered, even though what you really want is contentment. Yeah. Maybe you feel like if anyone asks, you're putting your money first. You wouldn't tell people that your heart has been lacking, or, your heart comes first. Because maybe you feel like that's a bit silly. You're like, well, love doesn't sustain us. That doesn't feed us. I can't eat someone else's heart. I need money to eat. So yeah, if maybe you've thought of it as a choice, love or money. And maybe now you're kind of unifying it and be like, actually, I can have both. You're just trying to figure out a way how to weave this energy. You're putting it out to the universe. You're trying to put the work in, but maybe you could be too busy working, and you could be looking for the money all the time. Mind on the money, money on my mind, money on my mind. I do it for the love. So maybe you actually need to put that work in for the love. And maybe start looking in the windows, start having a little creep, a little spy. And if there is someone you like or have your eye on, don't act unbothered. Let them know that you like what you see and you would like for them to come over to hang out in your web sometimes. Just let them know that, you've been thinking about them, but you've been quite busy. But, there's no point in building this kingdom for you to just exist alone in it. Yeah, you want your divine counterpart. And if this divine counterpart is already in the picture, maybe the love just needs a bit of rejuvenation. Yeah, the love just needs a little bit of extra care right now. A bit TLC. Okay, 4th chakra, heart chakra, peace. I will meditate and be peaceful and calm in my interactions with others and the world. Peacefulness comes in me giving up the love of power for the power of love. Oh, wow. I didn't even read these. I just kind of pulled them and said, right, come on, let's record. I've got a lot to do. And this really just in one sentence explains this whole reading. You're giving up the love of power for the power of love, group number 5. Yeah, I'm hearing that song. The power of love, a force from above, on my soul. Or what? I don't know, but it's like make love your goal. Yeah, make love your goal. Give up the love of power for the power of love. Make love your goal, group number 5. And the 2nd chakra, sacral chakra. I'm a mentor, not a rescuer. I avoid continually sacrificing my own happiness for others by rescuing and enabling them, as doing this may hinder personal growth for both of us. I choose not to be a martyr. I'm a mentor, not a rescuer. I do not assume that everyone wants my opinions and solutions to their life challenges. And if I am in doubt, I will ask them, I take responsibility for my own happiness. Yeah. So I feel like you've already taken financial responsibility for yourself, and you do take your responsibilities very seriously. And like that, you could have had this unbothered approach when it comes to love, because maybe something in the past has made you be reluctant to love again. Yeah, you know, reluctant to love again. And it's like your spider web that you spent so long and, you know, being so precious about, just someone came and wrecked your hopes and dreams, and, you know, you had to start again from scratch, and it did make you very sacred about your time, your energy, your soul. Yeah, and if anything, maybe you got a bit obsessed with the love of power, because you can trust in your own power, and you feel like, well, I've made this myself, so no one can take it from me. Whereas with love, when it comes to your heart, it's been something that if you give your heart to someone, they can take it, they can run away, they can put it in their mouth, chew it up, spit it out. And that's the thing, you're not very comfortable with that, because you want your own dreams, your own future to be in your hands. Yeah, and you know you've got responsible hands, you know you're very wise. But with love, maybe it's your downfall. Maybe that's why you need some sort of a love spell, because it's not something you're as good at manifesting or making. Making love could be significant. You're not as good at making love as you are at making money. And when I say making love, this could be just like bonding with someone in a loving way, or this could be literally making love. You could struggle with that. I'm hearing 50 Cent in the club. 50 Cent in the club. What is it? You can find me in the club. Bottle full of bub. I'm only into having sex. I ain't into making love. So that could be you, like 50 Cent, all about your money, all about the power. Money, power. Yeah. Money, power. I'm getting that song. It's actually new enough. You might know it, but look it up. It's great. I got money, I got power, every minute, every hour. I am good at what I do, bitch, I'm better than you. I work, I'm such a busy girl. I do. I get what I deserve. Yeah, I can't even remember all the. It's a new enough song. It was only released maybe a month or two ago. One of my favorite artists, Tovlo. So type in Tovlo, a busy girl. And even if you are a masculine, I think the message still applies. Yeah, actually, because in the video, it's like a masculine lip syncing to this song on the catwalk or whatever. So this can apply to whatever gender you are. You've been too busy being the best at what you do, too busy making that money, loving your power. That love you were unbothered about for a long time. Now you're kind of in a more peaceful place in your heart. You know that you're a rescuer. You know that you're a mentor, not a rescuer. You're not here to save anyone, but you might be inclined to invite them into your web just a little bit. You can give them a little bit. Yeah, you're not ready to fully dive into anything too soon or too intense. You know, you're still all about your business, all about getting what you want. But I think you realize you want someone else to. You want someone else to care about you and what you want. You don't need a rescuer, but you just want a lover. I just want a lover. I'm hearing that song, I'm Not Here to Make Friends by Sam Smith. I can't even remember the melody. I'm not here to make friends. I want a lover, essentially. Yeah, so you're not here to make friends. Even when it comes to money, it's not about making the friendships. It's about making the money. When it comes to love, maybe it wasn't about making love before. It was about having sex, getting what you want, doing your thing. Now I feel like you're looking for something deeper. That contentment is rearing its head and you're thinking, well, I thought I was content with my money and with weaving my own web, but now I'm kind of thinking, well, I have a bit of space in my heart. I'm a bit, feeling kind of peaceful. I'm unbothered, but maybe that unbothered was an act of facade. And it took a bit of possibly even witchcraft to ignite that love in you. Yeah. Maybe in the late night is when you really admit your true feelings about love. Yeah, it could have been a dark topic in your past. It's something that you can't depend on or trust in the way you can with money, the way you can with yourself. But basically, you are giving up the love of power for the power of love. And if this lover or this person has not come into fruition yet, into your life, I feel like it is going to come into your life. And this could be in the form of someone who's also very wise and mystical. This could be you literally falling in love with a witch or a wizard. No matter what the gender is, it could just be someone who's into the dark side of life. And if that's what you're into also, you might be meeting your match, birds of a feather flock together. You could be someone's mentor and fall for them. So whatever, if you're mentoring them and they're giving you money, they might actually give you their heart too. So yeah, instead of being reluctant about or afraid of love, I feel like you need to understand that love and money are completely different things, and love will always be a risk, but it's a worthy risk. And I feel like it just took you a bit of time to really realize that, because maybe you think, well, yeah, it is a risk, but for me, if my heart got broken, that could mean that all my finances and everything that I've spent so long making and, bringing into existence, someone could just come in and take my heart and break my web, break my heart, take my money, take all my cups and go. That could be your biggest fear. And it's what could have kept you being reluctant to fall in love. You're not the type who just falls in love. I feel like if you fall in love, it's going to be forever. Yeah, you're not the type that just willy-nilly loves someone new every other week. No, to get into your heart it's like you need a VIP invitation. You can't just run into your heart. No. Group number 5, you are fussy. You are powerful, and that is why you are choosy with who you even share yourself or your energy with. They have to be worthy. They have to be wise. But they have to be savvy. Yeah, they have to be lucrative, but they also need to be spiritual. But they also need to know when to be all in and when to be unbothered. Yeah, so you're not asking for much. Not at all. Expansion. Ooh. Group 5. I see that little heart of yours expanding. Even if it's felt like it's been a heart of ice, you're expanding. You are making room for some love in your life. Yeah. See that money? What's the point in having it if you're not spending it, having a great time? Eat well with good company. Even just stay at home and have some, private little movie dates. Sometimes it's better to get to know people one-on-one without the public being around. Yeah. I feel like you're very private. You're not a big social type. You're not necessarily a partier. You're more of a lone witch or a lone wolf. Yeah. But I feel like you're ready to expand and let someone see how the other side, the dark side, lives. And if they're your match, I feel like they're just going to fit right in. Yeah, you just have to say, universe, I am willing to give up my love of power, my obsession with money, to bring in the power of love. So I feel like you're willing to give up any old vices or any old unhelpful attitudes or habits or things that have held you back. Yeah, instead of hoarding money, I don't feel like you're hoarding your money or your heart for much longer. I feel like you're ready to expand and share. And yeah, it's kind of like the Grinch that stole Christmas. Instead of hoarding the presents and hoarding Christmas, he realizes actually that's the best part about it, is sharing it. Yeah, so I feel like this reading is all about expanding your heart and sharing your love with someone else. And if it's been something you've been avoiding or reluctant to do or been unbothered about, I do think something is coming up to the surface, and you realize that sometimes it's not as much fun being so cool and magical and building this web on your own. Sometimes you want someone to share it with. All that money, all that honey, all of that. Sometimes you just want a helping hand to share these sweet results that way. So keep on believing in yourself. Make sure that you don't put money or power as the priority. You are the priority, and attracting the right kind of love that will fit your lifestyle, that will suit you, is very important. And it might take time for that to manifest, but I see you being very patient, because maybe you feel like you've waited long enough. And now it's time to reap those rewards, group number 5. You won't be shying away for much longer. Yeah, I'm hearing that song, Shy Guy. Diana King, is that her name? Lord have mercy, mercy, mercy. Coming to the party, party, party. Feeling a little sexy, sexy, sexy. Follow me, follow me, follow me. I can't even remember all the words. But yeah, so this could be someone who is following you literally online. This could be an actual stalker looking in your window. But maybe this lover could be someone who's shy, or you could be a shy guy. Take it as it resonates. But when it comes in, you will be saying, Lord have mercy. Yeah, because it's going to get a little sexy, sexy, sexy. Mark my words. Because, yeah, sometimes we just can't explain these feelings, but when they're there, they're there. And when they manifest, you can just say, oh, I knew, I was feeling that in my bones. And I'm feeling it in my bones for you, group number 5. I see a lot of great, mysterious and exciting things in your horizon. And I feel like you and possibly the significant other could just be being a little bit shy right now. This could be due to pain from the past. I'm only having sex, I ain't into making love. Do, 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 do. What a bee, huh? It's just like a very powerful bee, you know, it's like, yeah, top dog, like I'm the top dog. But I see this top dog energy that you possess, group number 5, kind of calming down and putting a lead on it. Yeah, your heart, a lead is getting put on your heart. It's leading you to love. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So let's read the tarot. Let's find your type and get your angel number. Okay, so I'm going to put these all the right way around to get your type and to get your angel number. We will put expansion up here because we want to see that. Can you see? You see? Yeah. See, can you see? Maybe you can't see it yet, but you will. It will all fit into place very soon, and it will all make sense very soon. Trust me, group number 5. Okay. Tyranny, disaster, self-destruction, chaos, weakness, lack of clarity. Well, I'm reading this reversed, but maybe when it comes to love, you felt like love just shoved a knife or a sword into your heart, and that's why you had to focus on your money. That's why you had to focus on everything but love. But yeah, this will flip around. Logic, power, heart of the matter, insight, clarity, breakthrough, and ideas. Yeah, so this was how you felt about love. It could still be how you feel about love. You know, love could be weakness to you, chaos and tyranny and disaster that send you into self-destructive patterns. But I see you flipping that around, and I see you using your logic and giving up the love of power for the love of love. We're getting to the heart of the matter, group number 5. So consider this the start of one of your breakthrough ideas. Yeah, because it's coming. You just need to get yourself ready. Get yourself prepared. Okay? So we have the 7 of Cups. Daydreams, illusions, choices, fantasy, loss of control, escapism, promises unfilled. Yeah, I feel like in the past you were promised a lot love-wise and none of it was filled. And to me, that made you really just kind of lose hope and just get kind of a attitude about it and think, well, you know what? People say more than their prayers, so I'm not going to be relying on anybody or looking to anyone for my success. My fortune, I'm going to make it. And you have done that. You are still in the process of that. I feel like work-wise, you're very independent. It's hard for you to share that. You know, maybe it's just something that only you can do. Only you can do it right. Yeah, and I do feel like you enjoy daydreaming about love, but sometimes you feel like it's just a big fantasy. And most people delude themselves in order to be in love, stay in love, to keep love. Yeah, you just don't like the feeling of the loss of control. You like to be in control. You are a dominant leader. Okay, and the 10 of Wands. Burden, responsibility, stress, blockages, lost faith, frustration, excessive pressure. Yeah, so I feel like for a while you lost faith in love. I wrote a song years ago when I was a teenager, and it was called Unfiltered Love is what it was called. And the chorus was, I've lost faith, romance is dead and gone. I've yet to find someone to prove me wrong. Can't even remember, I wrote it so long ago. I mean, that was like nearly 10 years ago. Oh wow, showing my age here. But yeah, I feel like you have had blockages, and love in the past has made you completely give up and lose faith. Think of love as a burden, something that you just don't need because you already have enough to do. You've got enough pentacles to be juggling. You don't want to be juggling someone's heart on top of that, because maybe someone or something made you lose faith in love, and to you it's just excessive pressure and frustration that you'd rather not have. At least money is easy, you know, it's an easy come, easy go, it's an exchange, whereas love is a bit more of a complicated exchange. Yeah, it's like even in the 50 Cent song, I ain't into making love, so come give me a hug. Like, a hug is easier than making love. Maybe you just need a hug. Group number 5. Oh, you just need to open up your arms and expand them. Expand them. Show people you're ready for love. Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel like you're ready for love. And another Elton John song. I'm still standing. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're still standing no matter how many times love has blocked you or knocked you down. Yeah, you get right back up. And even though it can turn you off for a while, make you keep to yourself, if anything, it makes you get more successful. And then you're elevating your energy so that when more love comes in, you've got more to offer. Yeah, you just want to keep on expanding yourself, expanding your success, expanding your money, but expand your heart in the process, group number 5, because I feel like your heart is just calling out for a little bit of love. And I feel like it's coming your way. You just have to be open towards it. Open those arms, not only for a hug, but for love. Let the universe give you a hug and give you love. And this kind of party or playboy or playgirl lifestyle, I think it's just a front because you were afraid of love. Yep, I feel like you were. You were afraid of love. Scared to be lonely. Maybe you were before, but this energy is like, I'm not afraid to be lonely. Look what I did in my loneliness. Look what I did in the dark while everyone else slept. Everyone else out here is afraid to be lonely. Not me. You're not afraid. But you don't want to just find love or get with someone in order not to be lonely. You're waiting for the real thing, the right thing. And you know the right person for you isn't going to be someone you come across every day. Yeah, they're not an everyday kind of person because you're not an everyday kind of person. So maybe you just need to expand your ways of communication. Yeah, maybe you could find them on an app for, you know, specific areas or specific kinds of people. I don't know. When it comes to your type, group number 5, I feel like they're very logical. You like them to be very clear with their communication. You like them to get to the heart of the matter. You don't like anyone who beats around the bush. No, you want direct, clear communication. Hit me with the truth. Give me the truth, even if it's like a sword. You don't want a liar. No. You don't want someone who just gives you false promises, ideas, illusions, who talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. You don't want a hypocrite. You want a doer, not someone who is complacent, not someone who is a procrastinator. You've no time for procrastination because you've got your mind on the money, you've got your mind on the future. And your divine counterpart has to match up with that. You can't do all the work for both of you. You don't want someone who just sits back and, lives in delusions but doesn't do anything about them. You want a doer. You don't want a talker. You want a walker. And you want someone who maybe has had their own blockages, their own setbacks in the past, but someone who's not afraid of a bit of hard work or carrying a bit of weight or baggage. You could feel like you've emotional baggage. Maybe the person you're meant to connect with has emotional baggage. But ideally you want someone who you can share out this load with, and you can carry evenly together in unity. So someone who is strong, but also who is unique, mysterious, and not afraid of hard work or a good time. You're a bit of everything, group number 5. So your angel number is 1710, group number 5. So please look that up and let me know down below what you get. And please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know down below what you want to see next. If this resonates, let me know. And I will be back very soon with another pick a card reading. Goodbye and God bless.